So I grew up in Seattle, one of the rainiest places in the country, and I always dreamed of what it would be like to move to paradise. And in my mind, that was Hawaii. So today I had the really tough job. I really took one for the team and decided to go all the way to Maui to investigate this. I know, someone had to do it. Totally kidding. So keep in mind, every island has somewhat different pricing. The big island actually is somewhat affordable, but Maui is super expensive, and Oahu kind of is everywhere in between. Obviously it's an island, so space is limited, and Maui is one of the smaller islands. Okay, so actually Maui is the second largest island by land size, but it is a bit smaller in population. I kind of picked Maui at random. Okay, so we're actually going to be looking at a spot on the other side of the island than the touristy area I'm at right now.
Hi, aloha, welcome to my home in Maui.
Okay, so tell me about the entryway. Is this typical for Maui for the houses to look like this?
I would say most of our houses are like studios or like a little bit more like open spaces. So this would be like pretty similar to what you could find. Yeah, this is our dining area. We actually don't really use the table as much. I think it's kind of weird how it's in a corner, but like everyone thinks it's cute.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was built in to the place. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not removable. Like living in Maui, we definitely are super outdoorsy people. We both like to surf a lot, so this is just like half of my boyfriend's surfboards. This one's mine though. But yeah, like we just are running out of room for surfboards at this point, and we even have like fins and like a spear gun up there for spear fishing. The couch came with it, and like same with like the table obviously. Our bed, we just ordered it online, but this table actually, they're from old resorts, like the lobby and stuff like that, where they have those like multiple chairs and like extra tables and stuff like that, so you can buy them like in bulk, and it's just like old stuff that they had like a million versions of it because it was in a hotel before. Okay, so over here is our kitchen. I really like our kitchen because it actually has like full appliances. A lot of places in Maui either will have like a burner or no oven and stuff like that, but it's actually a full kitchen, and we have like a little area that it's like a bar almost, so we can have people like come sit over and I can cook, and it's very like inclusive to have people over.
And it's like a nice like open space. You could totally be like cooking, and there's can be people hanging out. That's really cool.
So over here's our bathroom, which I feel like is one of like the big parts of our house that's like makes it a little bit more unique, because we have both a like jacuzzi bathtub and a stand-up shower. Most places their showers are literally outside. So
that's really cool. But
yeah,
I can see how maybe it would get kind of old.
It's really cool, but it definitely can get kind of old, especially like right now it's like the rainy season, and you don't want to have to like go walk outside in the cold rain to go take a shower. So this is our bedroom, which is also super, super large for Maui. The place that's upstairs is kind of similar of a layout, but I know that they've like split the bedroom in two and made it 2 bedrooms. And we also have access to the lanai from out here, which is really nice because we can go out there and like go and have our coffee out there, and it's
having a little yard area. I feel like you need that in Maui.
Yeah, exactly. It's super chill, and this makes you like get back out into nature. Plus where we're at is just like the jungle, so there's just so many plants everywhere. It's like you never miss the green. I would say like I like to have the plants outside, but I like to kind of have them creep in, so you really feel like the house is like very cohesive with the outside. Plus I would feel like it's more like bohemian, just like surf shack style, but with like a little bit more of a classy taste. Actually, when we first moved in, I was like, we are painting this. Like I hate it. I love blue, but like, oh my God, like the floor is blue, the walls are blue, and the ceiling is blue. Like, I don't know what they were going for, like the underwater feel, but I kind of was like, just thinking I wanted to have opposite colors on the color wheel, so it makes it more neutral. So that's why I like added like the orange tapestry and the orange carpet here. And then I felt like the green kind of made it like feel more cohesive with the outside, so then that kind of helped with that too.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So I kind of moved to Maui on a whim. I was going to college at the University of Wisconsin, and I wasn't like totally sure about what I was majoring in. I had done some traveling, and like I just wanted to try living somewhere else. I was gonna originally go to South America and like backpack, but I wanted to stay in the US so I could still make money, so I just landed on Maui as like as far away from home as I can get, but still in the US. And I booked like a one-way flight here and figured it all out.
How did you choose Maui?
I did have one friend that had lived here like 3 years in the past, like previously, so he was like, oh yeah, I lived on Maui, it was cool, and that kind of just was it for me.
So you didn't even really consider like Oahu?
I did actually consider Kauai, but I couldn't find a job.
Oh, okay.
Because Kauai is definitely a little bit of like a smaller community, even compared to Maui. This is a small community, but it was just hard for me to find a job without any like carpentry experience or something like that, random like that.
Gotcha. Before you moved here, did you have expectations about Hawaii that were different from how it is to live here?
Yeah, definitely. I was expecting it to be like not as remote as where it is. Like I thought there'd be people everywhere, and there really kind of isn't, especially where I live. Leaving Maui, I think, is going to be one of the hardest things I've ever done. But it's not necessarily where I can complete everything that I still want to do in my life. I'm still in my early 20s. Like I want to like still go explore other things, but I think that I will always come back to Maui. I want to come back to Maui at least for a few years.
Now we're back in LA and we're gonna go check out an apartment that's just right around the same price. This is Nicole. She's an influencer and freelance photographer, and she pays $1,550 for her studio apartment in a central part of LA.
Hey, welcome to my apartment. My name's Nicole. Okay, I'm gonna show you around. It's pretty small, but it's super cozy. It's essentially one big room because it's a studio. So here I have my workspace. I'm a photographer and travel blogger, so I work from home. I love working at this desk, and I've got all my cute little frames and succulents here. Sometimes if I get sick of working here, because I'm here a lot though, I like to go to a coffee shop.
How do you like living in a studio compared to your last place was like a 2-bedroom with a roommate? Which do you prefer?
I prefer living by myself. I work from home, I'm a freelancer, and so for me, I'm home a lot and I like having my own space. It helps me be creative, and I didn't have a good roommate situation, so it was really hard for me to work and to be creative all the time. I felt a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, and so being by myself, I don't have to ask permission to play music. I don't have to ask permission to have people over. I can do what I want when I want. I can have this be my own space, or I can have friends over if that's what I want to do that day. I just moved here, so I'm still putting things together, but there will be a TV here. Actually, I'm getting it today, so the TV's gonna go here. And then I have nice window natural lighting, which is good for me because I can't stay in dark places for very long. I actually ended up having to sell my bed because it was too big. And since I don't have a designated bedroom, this is really all I'm working with. So I had to be really creative with my space. And this couch I got from IKEA, and it's really cool because if you lift this up, I have all my pillows and blankets underneath here, all my bedding, and then that closes down, and I put this coffee table on these little skids so it slides really easily, and I just slide this out of the way every night, and then these pillows come off and this pulls out into a full-size bed. So this is where I sleep. There's a memory foam mattress on this bed, so it's actually really comfortable and I don't mind it at all. And then, as you can see, I don't have a kitchen table either, but let me show you this. This coffee table comes out into a little table. So I can sit here and eat my meals. It's actually pretty big, so I can fit a couple friends. And then it also gives me some extra storage space down there for some other things that I don't want lying around. Yeah, this island's pretty nifty. Nice big counter space. I do a lot of cooking videos on my YouTube channel, so it's perfect with like all that natural lighting coming in from the window to like cook and lay everything out. I hosted a Friendsgiving here over in November. All my friends came over and we had like all the food spread out. It was amazing. And then I've got my storage in here. Pantry space is pretty limited. I keep most of my food in these cupboards. And then this has all of my plates, cups, bowls, that kind of thing. Spices in here, more mugs and cups in here. I have a lot of clothes, and so closet space was something I was worried about, but these glass doors they're just giant closets, so there is a lot of closet space, everything's pretty crammed, but luckily there's shelves on the top where I can have some additional storage. So everything's kind of all up in there. I'm trying to get rid of some stuff right now to make more room. And then the bathroom, I love this bathroom. So I actually repurposed this wallpaper. I had it on my bedroom wall in my old apartment, but because I don't have a bedroom in this place, I decided to just cut it up and use it in my bathroom. So it's like you're walking into Hawaii every time you have to pee. It's great. So I live in a pretty central part in LA. My rent is between $1,500 and $1,600 a month. Because of the place that I live, parking is really awful on the streets, and I didn't want to have to gamble on where I was going to park my car every night, especially if it wasn't safe. So I paid extra for a parking spot every month.
Really, I found both of these cities to be expensive. While the Maui apartment was bigger, in LA you'll find more renovated or newly constructed buildings. But either way, $1,500 will really only get you a studio or maybe one bedroom in both of these cities. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Comment down below which one you would prefer to live in and where you want me to go next.